Welcome to the Ackerman Alliance Daily Show, your daily dose of things you need to know, and probably some things you... And here we go. Hey, happy Valentine's Day. This is the sort of live broadcast, and thanks for showing up if you are going to show up. I guess you'll show up after I put this on, but oh well, it doesn't matter. I am sorry, tonight's broadcast did not end up live. One thing led to another, but I'm going to get it out nonetheless. Got the new GoFundMe video that I'll include in the show plug. It's a lot of the same, but I think you'll get it. And then we'll get into talking about kind of what went on today, and we'll just get into the show tonight. Nobody will probably see it because everybody's out on Valentine's Day with their loved ones, aren't they? Welcome to the Ackerman Alliance Daily Live, sort of live. If I sent you a direct link to this video, that means at some point we've crossed paths, or we've met. Maybe we work together. I'm hoping you can help me blow this up. Not literally blow it up, but, you know, make it bigger. Who am I? Well, let's just say I'm your typical American kid. If typical means growing up insecure, stuttering through sentences, dodging a critical mom, and watching dad hide in the shadows. High school kicked me out 2 weeks early for leaving campus with my girlfriend. One of these girls is her. And the closest I got to college was throwing a touchdown pass to my buddy in the 5th grade. I was lucky to spend a lot of time with my grandparents. They were great. Learned to use my words to navigate life, just like Grandpa said. Make friends, make money. I experimented, took things apart. Guess I learned the old-fashioned way by just making mistakes. Hey! I've sold wine to grocery stores, driven heavy equipment, caddied on the PGA Tour, was in a band, even went to LA in my early 20s to give acting a shot. Pretty sure I can fly anything with wings. Worked in sales most of my life, got recruited to Wall Street, and one day I even rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. It's been a crazy ride. Married for 18 years, married for 18 months, divorced twice, and both of the women are in this picture. And I'll guarantee you, divorce during the Trump years was not fun. Lawfare sucks. But thank goodness I had a woman come to my rescue. And she's in this picture. Maybe it's just me, but I truly believe that humans can accomplish anything if they just try without the fear of failing. Most people stop before they even start. If you believe in leading by example, doing what's right by standing up for those who need the help, but most importantly, if you feel like you have the skills to spot a fraud, then this might be for you. This is a place where action speaks louder than words, where leadership isn't about titles or education. It's about showing up, execution, and understanding that no matter how experienced you are, you always have something to learn. Life's challenges only postpone your dreams. They don't erase them. Welcome to the Ackerman Alliance. If you're a current or retired financial advisor, financial consultant, registered investment advisor, or old industry wholesaler, look me up. Join the show. It's as easy as clicking a link. There's bold wholesalers and there's old wholesalers, but there's no bold old wholesalers.
This is not a solicitation for business, nor is it an offer for investments. If you are a seasoned investment professional with a passion for aviation, golf, and excellence, we need to talk. Know someone who fits? Feel free to pass it along.
What'd you think? I think it's going to be good. I don't know. It's sort of a niche market. I'm going after a very specific kind of person looking for just keep watching, keep paying attention, and I think it'll start making more sense as we get closer. But if you do know any financial advisors who wouldn't have any problem coming on and having a discussion about the industry, forward it on. If you know anybody who might be interested in this, forward it on. That's how it works. So anyway, this will be a little bit of a shorter show tonight because I got my son over and we got a lot going on. Tomorrow's going to be a big day, though. I might go live tomorrow for a few hours here and there because it's time to raise these funds. It's time to get this thing rolling. And I didn't think I would need to ask for help this soon, but it's just the way it is. It's the way life is. I'm getting another mini takedown. It might be another political attack. Well, it is kind of a political attack, but I don't want to talk about it too much while I'm still here. But let's just say there's some people who don't like what I'm doing here. They don't like it. And I don't want to be any problems for anybody's marriage. That is not what I do, even though that's happened a bunch. That's a whole other episode, though. But anyway, today, what we're seeing in the news right now, the whole USAID, the cutting of all the fat, the immigration stuff, it's just starting to heat up. It's starting to heat up and it's kind of getting out of control again. So I just feel like I should just maybe go down that path for a minute, give you my perspective. And as always, if anybody ever wants to come in, join the show, join the discussion, you're welcome. I'll give you the link. We'll do that. But yeah, we gotta tone it down a little bit. I feel the intensity picking up again, like there's something crazy gonna happen. But, you know, it's Friday night, it's Valentine's Day. Happy VD. Stuff that fits. Can't make this irrational. And we're getting irrational. You got to agree we're getting irrational. Things are crossing lines again. They're starting to get out there too far. What I don't understand, I mean, I guess, well, I still don't understand it. But even like from my first divorce, when a relationship goes south, you used to be able to just sit like two human beings, adults, and like work through something. Well, I guess sometimes it worked out that way, but most of the time it didn't. And you would just kind of keep doing what you're doing, I guess. Maybe that's agreeing to disagree. But then as soon as people who agree to disagree, as soon as they get to the point where one of them needs to turn it off and like, okay, we're done. Well, if one of those people can't like just detach and do what's fair, fair is the big thing. What happened to fair? That's what I don't understand. I mean, the courts, they're not fair. They haven't been for a long time. For men in divorces, oh my God, horribly unfair. So how do we balance this out? Because that's the only way out of this. It's got to be balanced. It's no more advantages for they, but not for may. I don't know what that was, whatever that is. But, you know, I want to feel just as safe as you, and you want to feel just as safe as me. Like, there's got to be differences between us, but the hypocrisy that's coming out right now, oh, I mean, that just, it's such a turnoff for me because it so reminds me of the people. I mean, if I have seen my fair share of people go off the deep end with alcohol, drugs, narcissism, whatever it is, money. That's been this latest one. This latest one was the theft of the assets. It's like, I know it happened everywhere because I know you cannot find an estate lawyer. To find an estate lawyer that does litigation right now is almost impossible. It's let's just put it this way. Divorce law and litigation, estate law, those kinds of things tear families apart. Like rip them to shreds. Happened to every family. Everybody went for the throat for the money. And that was it. That was all they cared about. We're willing to do and say and whatever it takes. Now I'm not surprised. Like literally after knowing this now, you start to think back in history, like with your grandparents, like, oh, did they have a fall ever that was Did they get hit by a car on a tractor once? Oh, yeah, they did. That's right. I wonder how that happened. My grandfather got hit on the road while driving his tractor in the ditch, like they do in the apple orchards. Just got hit by a car. 40 miles an hour, thrown off his tractor like 50 feet, whatever it was. I guess he didn't have a scratch on him. That was my grandfather. He was a badass. He was a quiet man, but he was a badass. He liked to work on cars, build shit, had a root cellar, had the coolest freaking Airstream motorhome in the world, classic Volvo, all these collectibles. Yeah, my aunt took them all, everything, all of it, gone. All my grandma's collectibles, her looms, all the stuff that I just grew up, her teaching me how to do. Didn't even offer me a photo. Nothing. Handed me a stack of audio cassettes that had my voice on them with my grandma, and a handful of dental tools that probably weren't even my grandfather's. She probably went and picked them up on, some secondhand. She's probably, maybe she's been out of shape. I didn't go to my cousin George's wedding. Like, I was invited. It was in Seattle. That's when I was working 7 days a week, 14 hours a day, getting divorced, like being put through an absolute disaster. Trump gets elected. I get blown up. Got blown up because of Trump. And because I was in business with a bunch of Democrats. But hey, I live in a blue state. The opportunity presented itself, so I took the opportunity, and it was a good idea. We built that thing. We built that business from start to finish and had to do unbelievable amounts of labor. And I don't even know what else to say about it. I mean, I could. There was so much work that went into that. So much work. Switching from grow to not grow to oils, to building a Class 2 Division 1 safe room, to talking the fire department into letting us put, enough butane to blow the whole building off the foundation if we really messed up. I mean, it was really, really intense, hard work. We were building a manufacturing line. We were building everything was new. There was a new system for everything, and we kicked its ass. I mean, I had good people. I had a lot of people who were willing to go the distance to make this place work, to make it fly. And it was just a takedown. We got blackballed. Probably had to do with politics. One of the lead investor got taken out. A lot of things that were on, like, things you can't see. I guess you think you know somebody until you think you know somebody. But that's going to be the motto of what? The 2015 to 2025, the late 2020s and early 30s or early 25s, I don't know, whatever you call it. We have been through a crazy 10 years. Crazy. All because a guy got elected that they were afraid of. Like, seriously, made everybody really super curious. Why are they so afraid? I think we better actually vote this guy in. And that's what's going on. And that's what's going on right now. And the American people are tired of it. So how far do we all let this go? We at least have to get to the actual root of the problem. Why don't all the Democrats just stop playing the slander? They're not qualified. They're not this. They are so obviously overqualified to you're underqualified that it's making the conversation like you really are watching a clown world. So stop with that and just go, okay, you caught us. There's a lot of crazy shit out there. A whole bunch of people are getting money. Let's not put anybody in jail, but let's just end it all right now. And everybody just shuffle where you need to go and shuffle. No BS, no more news. Just move on to the next line item that needs to be solved, and let's solve it. Why don't we just start doing that? Nobody go to just, Trump's a deal maker. Here's how you make a deal. You look at what they're looking to do and you offer something in return that makes their wanting to do it easier on them. You meet halfway. Now, I don't know if you can meet halfway on like the penalty of going to jail for a lot of years, but you can try. Why not try? And then all they have to do is say, okay, whoops, we tried. You caught us. You blew the whistle. We killed Kennedy. We shot everybody. We shot MLK. Bad on us. Now just move on. Move on to the next step of what we need to accomplish. I know everybody likes their soap operas, but let's just come to a consensus. Where does the communication just, I mean, I guess you just have to stop watching it. I'm not going to be able to stop watching it because I'm in the business of money management, so I need to watch what's going on in order to make those decisions on that money. So, yeah, fun times. Fun times, fun times, fun times. Well, anyway. Good morning, Vietnam. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. What are you guys doing for Valentine's Day? Anybody doing anything for Valentine's Day? I haven't done anything for Valentine's Day in years. This is going to be the day when you have Valentine's Day and you've already written off, and essentially you've written off relationships for so long now. Like the thought of being in a relationship almost gives you a little anxiety. Once that's passed and you're into the like, wow, alone is great. As long as the dog doesn't die, which you got to get another dog about 5 years before that could happen. And then you have 2 dogs for a bit. Hope it doesn't turn into a Rainy deal. Oh, by the way, Rainy lost another tooth today. Yeah, Rainy has, she's not learning real quick. That poor little puppy, she was so traumatized. She was such a traumatized little puppy. We did such a good job raising her. I mean, the kids helped. Lester helped. Lester did a yeoman's job raising that little dog. She's loving. I love snuggling with her, but she is dumber than a box of rocks on Sunday afternoon. I mean, she just goes too hard. Goes too hard, goes too fast. We're going to have to get things going someplace else. This is called an audible. This is an audible. This is a business audible. These come up. These come up. This one, though, this one's kind of a difficult one. And that's what I'm excited about, drones. And if we can get some of these regulations to lift, if we can get Elon to make some tweaks to how the FAA deals with personal flying craft, personal drones, I've got an idea for that system and I have an airway system idea. How we cannot have to worry about, any general aviation. It might take a little more work than I think, but if we can get some regulations lifted with AI coming, with what's down the pike, this is going to be a freaking amazing 20 years. And some of the ideas that I have are going to be really fun for a lot of people to work on, develop, learn a lot, and we'll get a lot from it. So, if you do get a chance, check out the GoFundMe. I've got another 2 weeks. This is going to be a quick one. I've got another 2 weeks. Then I got to find another place, at least a 6-month place. There's nothing I can do about it. That's why I have to do the GoFundMe. It's going out to everybody I know. And they're either going to say no or they're going to, I might have a few people kick down a few bucks. If I do, great. If not, it is what it is. But what I'm doing here is at full steam. It'd be a damn shame to shut it down right now because I'm just having so much fun. And there's going to be so much opportunity down the road if I find the right people. I still got to find the right people. I gotta lean on you guys to maybe think about the kind of person I'm looking for and get it to somebody who might know somebody like that, who can get it to somebody who might know somebody like that. And hopefully, if I can deliver for you the right kind of person to get it to, it'll eventually get to the right people, and I will find what may not exist in a personality type. I mean, I'm looking for a specific personality type and a belief and kind of a way of doing things, and it's kind of hard to explain what that is. I think I just have to keep creating to hopefully achieve that. And I either will or I won't. If YouTube is going to have to lift the ban sooner or later. They're just going to have to. I am flipping YouTube a lot of crap on X. I got a live person. They're actually getting back to me, and we're talking back and forth, but they're absolutely messing with me. They took it off the main post, then they took it into DM, and they're like, "Whoa, okay, sorry, oh, you again, hi." I'm dealing with, like, I'm being professional, but I'm just like, what's the deal? Why are you screwing us? Why are you blackballing me? Well, like, what's going on? Showing the evidence, and they're a little taken back. So they said they sent me an email directly, and they actually, like, expedited me to another team that I can do some more detailed communication with them. They've now tried to send the email 3 times. They can't write and confirm the email address that they sent it to because they say that's against their, like, security whatever. But 3 times now, it's never shown up. It's YouTube emailing a Gmail account. They're the same company. So they're just, like, hoping I go away. So I'm going to have to come back in on the post, say, "Hey, it's me again." Well, why are we doing this? Why can't I have 900, it's only 900 subscribers, but that's where it stopped when I was getting about, 12 a day before it just shut off, but I was getting like 30 a day it doesn't just flip on and off like a switch. Not if you're being properly displayed in the algorithm based on what your interaction was. And they turned that off for me. We'll see you next week. I don't know, we might see you a little bit over the weekend. I'm going to be posting quite a bit between now and the end of the month so we can get this project done. That is my job for the next 2 weeks, to do nothing but promote my launch. Promote this little jolt in the booty. See you guys. Have fun. Enjoy your Valentine's Day. Happy VD.